Okay, welcome to Ginger Consciousness. I don't know about that name, but honestly I just had fun with it, and it felt good. Ginger Consciousness, I like it. It's kind of funny, but it's a little bit mystical as well with the word consciousness, and I am a little bit of a thinker. So anyways, welcome. My name is Stig. Today I wanted to talk a little about a story of mine that happened a couple years ago. I'm level 32 now. This was at level 29, I believe. And it was a summer day. I was living in the mountains in a small village. This was during the last semester of my bachelor degree. I kind of did it wrong, different than what usually people do. I went straight into work after high school, and then I took my bachelor's when I was 27. But anyways, I woke up one day from a nap. And this is really surreal, like it mind fucked me a bit, but I just woke up from that nap and all of a sudden I just felt, where the fuck am I? Who am I? Why am I here? And like, it was all of these existential questions just popped into my head, and all of a sudden it felt like it's the weirdest feeling. It felt like I was home. It felt like I had been gone, like the actual awareness of who I am had been gone, and now all of a sudden I was home. And I'm talking like home in the body, essentially. Like so I've been meditating a lot on this event, because it was a shift in my consciousness. It was a shift in my awareness of myself. I don't know exactly what triggered that, but here I am. Was having this experience, and it really mindfucked me for a long time after it happened, because I was 29 at the time, and it felt like I had been asleep. Seriously, it felt like I had been asleep for like 15 years or something, and that I just woke up and realized, holy fuck, I'm 29 years. Where has all the time gone? So this really caused a lot of chain reactions within me. Let me just pull over here real quick. But probably the main thing it made me realize is that I was chronically disassociating for most of my like teenage years and 20s, early to mid and some late 20s. I was really not that present in day-to-day life. And I think this all comes from some sort of childhood trauma, feeling overwhelmed as a child, feeling alone, feeling isolated. And to deal with that as a kid, I just simply had to say, I can't deal with this, I gotta disassociate. Not that I did it consciously, but it's obviously like a defense mechanism of some sort. But yeah, that's what happened that day. I woke up all of a sudden, and felt like It's really weird feeling. It felt like all of a sudden I was present again. Now it's not like I've been fully present every moment since. I still disassociate and I still get triggered and go back into those cycles of being less aware. So I'm still processing and healing a lot of that, but what I've come to realize is, for me to get out of this pattern of disassociation, I can practice choosing connection over isolation. Even if the connection feels very stressful, you know, when I say choosing connection, it could be as simple as just hanging out with a friend. And this also comes into the topic of vulnerability, because for me, I think I've isolated a lot in order to not have to be vulnerable, you know? Because when I isolate, I can just play video games or disassociate, and I don't have to deal with anything. When I choose connection, hang out with a friend, go to a little group gathering, whatever, I have to deal with whatever comes up, otherwise I'll just be a total mess on that event, on that gathering, or with that friend. So choosing connection over isolation has been very key in that journey. And this story, this event that happened when I woke up all of a sudden, is kind of what triggered me into this shift. And I just wanted to share a little bit about that, because I think it could be helpful for a lot of people. And I wish I heard about this earlier, what disassociation is, and that it is actually very normal for a lot of people to live in chronic disassociation. And yeah, when I lived like that, you're not really there. It's like, of course I have moments, it's not like I'm disassociated all the time during my childhood, but it's like you can be at a birthday party and something triggers you, so you go into a disassociated state and you can be there for hours. I could be disassociated for hours and come home and be like, oh, that felt like 10 minutes that I was gone, you know, like that I was out of my house and then I came back. It felt like 10 minutes, but really I was at this whole birthday party. I was eating cake, I was eating sausages, I was out playing with other kids, but I don't really remember any of it because I wasn't there. So it felt like 10 minutes. So it's interesting, because in this journey of healing that pattern and processing all of it and stuff, there's actually memories coming back to me, like, oh shit, that actually happened. Oh, and I actually felt that way, and it's really fulfilling in many ways. It really is. And that just leads me to another point, which is, it's so important that we, in today's day and age, just work on ourselves, that we take the time to just be ourselves. Let whatever energy needs to flow through us flow, and that could be emotions, negative patterns, you know, just sit with the pain. And a friend of mine, she said it very beautifully. She met her teenage self who were hurt, and she just hugged her and with love and kindness until she became part of her again. You know, she essentially melted together with that part of herself again. And the way I interpreted that is that when I traumatized a part of myself or an aspect of my personality, it kind of gets frozen in time. So by going into our wounds and meeting it with compassion and just acceptance and gratitude, then we can actually melt the frozen part so that it merges and integrates into our present being. Or, you know, so we become more full, essentially fulfilled. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but that's how it kind of feels for me. It feels like I have more access to my full power. The more layers that I clear out and the more aspects of myself that I kind of gather back and I integrate, the more fulfilled I literally feel. So I think that's beautiful. Not easy, but it is part of our journey as humans for all of us, and it is our responsibility. So yeah, I don't know what else more. I think that's it for this video. And by the way, I really love you. And I don't mean that in a cheesy way, I really love you, and I'm so happy when I meet people, when I get to connect with people, and it feels really good for me to take that part of me back, you know, and just that's who I want to be, you know, that's who I want to grow into, be that person who can just meet strangers and give them a warm smile, and I just want that, you know, I want to fulfill that part of myself, and so I can shine in my own authentic energy. And I'm going there. Still got a lot of work, but it's part of the journey. Okay, I'm just rambling now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.